Hey everyone, what's up, what's up? Hope everyone is doing well today. Just finishing getting my stream set up. Just need a couple of extra seconds here. There we go. The voice should be all fixed and everything. So yeah, thank God it's Friday. Yeah, I do agree. Thank God it is Friday. Let me just adjust a couple of things here. Hey Scott, hey Cozy, Grovel, Danny. Glad to see you guys are already here. Oh, the cat has already made an appearance to come and try and mess with my microphone. So, yeah, the vote was really close today. Really close. Oof. Yeah. Give me a second. Come on, little girl. So, I don't know if the person who wanted to see the cat last time is already here, but I should be able to make that happen today. I'm just waiting for her to settle down a bit so I can actually put things back in place. Hey Scotty, hey Tron, William, how you doing? Are you talking about the Sony show? I didn't watch it yet because yesterday was a very busy night at the household. With school had started. It was parent teacher day, so I was home alone with all the kids, meaning that I did not have much time to watch anything in the evening once work was up. Hold on, I'm trying to adjust the sound. It's a little off. Okay. But yeah, but I'm looking forward to looking at the highlights nonetheless, because I don't have a PS5 yet, but I'm definitely in the market to get one eventually. If anyone's worried, my content will never switch from being mostly Switch geared, but there are a few franchises on the PlayStation that I do want to experience when they come out. Like God of War would be my top franchise that I played on the PS4. I played every franchise since every game since it's came out for God of War. So I am looking forward to the next one. I think it's supposed to be Ragnarok or something like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, so the vote was really close. I was saying. Man, I almost feel weird because I don't know if the people that actually voted for Sonic are in the stream, but oh, thank you, Cozy. Go have some rest. I know it's already like 4 a.m. where you are, so good night. Good luck. Hey, from Spain. Hey, SC. So, yeah, so Sonic Colors won. And honestly, I have played very little of it so far. I only played about 2 or 3 stages because something came into the studio that actually pulled me out of Sonic. And then I decided to put my energy on first before that. Because it's a pre-release. So unfortunately, I can't really say what it is right now. But it was definitely big enough that... It was definitely big enough that I wanted to make sure I had a review or a video out for the release date of that game. And I actually found a way to show you guys, well, give you a good hint of what it is without actually saying anything about what it is. And I'll do that now. We'll start with that so that you can maybe know what's probably coming up for next week. Let's just say that it is a game that made me break this out. So it requires a steering wheel. Or requires is a big word, but you can easily play this game with a steering wheel and probably would be best experienced that way. And next week we should find out if it is up to par or not. But yeah, I was super excited for that release. If you go look at my video of top If you go look at my video of the top upcoming games, it is in there. It is in there, and I was super hyped for that one. And since Sonic is already out, there's a lot of reviews out there. I will be doing a video on it, I guarantee. I'm just gonna focus my attention on that one to make sure that I have it out on time. Then I'm gonna go back to Sonic. So yeah, that is why I unfortunately did not play much Sonic this week. Not as much as I would have liked to, and I've actually never played Colors because I did not play it on the Wii. So for me, it's a new game. It's a new Sonic game, brand new. And honestly, from the 2 levels I played, I was pretty satisfied. I did already notice a couple of things, and we'll probably look at that together in a few minutes. But overall, it's hard to say over only 2 levels, but it's looking like a really decent 3D Sonic game. I'm far less familiar with 3D Sonic games than I'm 2D. Like, I love 2D Sonic. Like, Sonic Mania is, like, among one of my favorite platformers. I've said it often, but it's among one of my favorite platformers. So I am far less, like, familiar with 3D mechanics, but I'll try and get into it as the game goes along. No, so far, no bugs. And, like, I did read up on it because when I saw the first bugs, if you've been watching the channel for a while, I really don't get into rumors. Like, if I haven't gotten the information from either someone I trust or myself because I tested it out, I don't get into rumors. And I spoke to people that have already done their reviews of Sonic, and even when the day like it went all hype on the internet and everything, I reached out to someone that I knew had already played through the whole game, and they told me that they had no idea there were bugs in the game. What that means is that you can definitely play through the game and never ever see a bug. And apparently, because I did look into it, like, you have to go through some really exact steps to reproduce the bug. And even if you get it, it's like you just reset the level and the bug's gone. Like, it's not like a game-breaking bug. It doesn't affect your save file. It's just unfortunate if it happens to you because you do have to exit the level and restart. But most Sonic levels, from what I saw, are like, 3 to 5 minutes. So it's not like you're losing hours of gameplay because you got the bug, from what I understood. I spoke to people I know, and that really frustrates me sometimes about, like, reporting on that stuff, because some of the people that reported on it, I know that they know people that had the game on pre-release, and they could have easily just reached out to those people and said, like, are these bugs real? Can you check them out? Can you tell me what it's all about? And they could have probably, instead of tagging on to the hype, just like said, look, these are what the bugs are. But people were going for clicks and views and whatnot, so they hyped it up and said that the game is broken. But yeah, anyway, let's get to the game because we're rambling on. Let's start playing a little bit, because if ever we get sort of far enough, or maybe tired with Sonic or something, maybe we can actually try one of the other 2 games out. Don't know, maybe. We'll see how it goes, but, because the stream is pretty short at only an hour and a half, 2 hours that I normally do. So, and Sonic being nonetheless such a big game, I do want to give him his due. So, yeah. Sorry, I cracked my beer there because Friday night, we got to lay back and we got to chill. So, let's start with this. Yeah, so Tron, you saw no bugs yet, right? No, exactly. It's not Cyberpunk. It's not Cyberpunk. And I didn't look exactly how to reproduce the bug, but if we have time at the end of the stream and you want me to take a few minutes to go look, there's apparently videos that can tell us how to reproduce the bug to see what stretched Sonic looks like. So, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I've been doing pretty bad in the stages. I'm getting used to, like I said, the 3D mechanics, because I actually played Sonic Forces, I know for sure. But before that, I think it would be Sonic Unleashed, almost the last 3D game I played. I'm like trying to really make my memory go, but I think sort of. So let's get into Act 3 here. So far from what I saw, though, the game actually controls pretty well. I hit Y. Okay. So we've got a slide mechanic. I'm getting used to sort of running through the stages without hitting obstacles and whatnot because it's pretty good, but I do agree that the 60 FPS would probably be a lot better for reaction times. Because sometimes you do get the impression that the obstacles are sort of like there and you haven't even seen them yet. Let's do it. Oh. And so far, that's what I noticed. Like, if you're asking, like, first comment I noticed, when the game goes 2D, it seems to be, like... I know it's weird because I normally like 2D games better, but the 2D controls in this seem to be weaker than the 3D ones. Like, they seem to have a different feeling to them, and they just don't feel as smooth. Ah, yeah. There we go. Yeah, you see, like, the controls in 2D, it's weird. They're slippery somehow. Like that, he's just not responding. It's probably just me and I have to get used to it, but... Oh, I got it now. Okay, you can break these blocks with BY. Now, the part that does feel very Sonic-y is you always have, like, many alternate routes, apparently, that you can take in each stage. So that is very Sonic-like. And I love the boost. Like, the boost mechanic feels good, but I keep missing those. Oof. It's almost like the platforming sections are, like, too tight. Yeah, it's okay. We got it. Because, like, the 2D stages, I don't know, the 2D parts, it's like it slows down the gameplay, so it feels less, like, smooth. I get that it adds another dimension, but just doesn't seem to fit well with the rest of the game. But I mean, if you look back at Sonic, like, 1 and 2, it did this kind of thing too. Like, you had these sections that were, like, more platform heavy. So, overall, not too bad. Yeah, so... Yeah, I really am disappointed that they didn't get 60 FPS, and you are totally right about that, Tron. Like, I understand that probably it's a horsepower issue, but I don't get this, because this game was running on the Wii. Like, and I get that they upgraded the graphics, but I would have preferred maybe slightly lower graphics, but really lock in the 60 FPS, because it fits more with, like, the high-paced, speed, dynamic gameplay that you want with the Switch. And yeah, I mean, you're totally right. The 2D controls are really floaty. That's what that... So far, you know, I've only played like 3 levels, but yeah, that's what I see. But nonetheless, I've got to say that, okay, I'm not deep in. I've still had fun, though. Like, I'm still having fun for now. Press R, noob. What's the R command? Oh, you mean to skip the end of the stage? Yeah, I wasn't pressing purposely. I was waiting. It was giving me a chance to chat a bit and catch up with the chat. Oh, we got a special stage coming up. You're gonna buy it on PC to get to 4K 60 FPS. I can see people doing that. Like I can see people going to maybe other consoles if you have a PS4 or whatnot. I'm gonna say the same thing I say every time. We can have it in handheld with you know on this, and having it in handheld for me is worth it. Also, I noticed the textures in the cutscenes so. Like they're not the best textures I've seen in games, and it just does feel like the Switch could do better. Like I've seen better in other games. So, yeah. The cat has. You bought Crash 4 for PC as well? But once again, like Crash 4 I actually really liked on Switch. I had really no problem with the FPS issues. Like because they actually Crash 4 they actually lowered the resolution for the high moving areas to keep higher frame rates rather than cut the frame rates, which is what I feel they probably should have done here, because I'm feeling like most of the game can run at 60 FPS on the Switch, but there must have been sections that they had trouble like locking in the 60 FPS. And the load times so far can be a tiny bit long. Like we've been waiting around, but overall, nonetheless, you know what? It's Sonic. I want to be happy, and I've got to say that I'm not disappointed that I got it. I got what you mean with the R. R is to activate the wisps. Got it. I activated it too quick. It was up there. Nice. I got it now. I'm starting to sort of get the flow down. Yeah, well, me too. I have trouble hearing them, and I'm not going to up it because, or else, like you said, the music just kills my ears after that. So honestly, I'm just running through the stages as fast as possible because I'm trying to get to as much as the game as possible. Like my point isn't to like completionist it or go with for A scores and all the things. I'll do that later when I'm playing sort of on my own. But with you guys, I sort of want to see all as much of the stages as we can. Oh. So we got it, but like I said, those 2D parts really feel weird. Like I'm not gonna lie, those 2D parts like feel a little weird. Yeah, I couldn't hear Sonic and Tails. Like earlier when when they were talking, I was reading the subtitles because I really couldn't hear what they were saying. And the volume's okay when I'm playing the rest of the game. I do have it slightly low since I'm talking to all of you. Like I don't want something blasting in my ears, but overall, it is a little low. You just got your copy of Warioware? Yeah, I got mine too. I showed it on Twitter. Give me a sec. I got my copy of Warioware. I'm going to be playing that a little bit later tonight. It's a game you can just pop in and do like 20-30 minutes of and have some fun. So I'm looking forward to trying it out a little bit later tonight. And like I said, maybe if we get tired of Sonic, like if you guys get tired of Sonic, let me know in the chat. If there's a lot of people getting tired of Sonic tonight, we can switch games. We have Ultra Age or we have WarioWare. And I know that like the vote was super close, so there might be some people that were hoping it would be something else. I have no problem switching up after a little while. And anyway, Sonic's like, it feels like a game that I need to go back through the stages and better read what's happening in the tutorials so that I can get a better flow down between like when you're using the wisps and whatnot. Because I'm not seeing the triggers. Hey Juan, how you doing, man? Glad you could join us tonight. See, like I really have to stop talking if I want to hear what they're saying. So you're right, Tron. The volume, like when you compare the volume with the rest of the game, it's lower. Scotty, you vote that if we switch games to switch for WarioWare. I'll keep that in mind, no problem, and we'll see. I still want to stay at least a little bit on Sonic, but if it like I want to go back and at least get the red stars for the levels and whatnot after that. Once I've played through a good part of the game, I'm probably going to do a second playthrough where I'm trying to get all the red stars and everything. Especially for quick games like that, that's what I normally do. I'm not like I want to do a full playthrough to get an idea, get the flow down of the game before I start doing the completionist stuff. Like Mario Odyssey, I did the same thing. Like I just went like world to world to world before I went back and got all the moons and stuff. And I think I never really got all the moons, but I got a decent amount. They seem to be hidden throughout the levels. Like they're, you know, the big red rings, and there seems to be 3 per level. Like if you look at the start of the levels, you see below the name in the level how many red rings you've gotten so far. So we're at a boss stage. That's the problem sometimes though with Sonic games personally, is that it does feel sometimes like you're just basically going through auto triggers. Like you're waiting till the game tells you what to do. Where are we? Okay, we're down there. Yeah, that was a weird boss. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're sort of button mashing because I was like mashing B because the screen was telling me to mash B, but I wasn't 100% sure where I was on the screen. I didn't, yeah, Juan, unfortunately, I haven't watched it yet. I want to watch, like, I'm going to look at someone who does like a highlight, like, you know, sort of like the highlights of it. And I'll see, I'll look at it after. Because unfortunately, like, it fell on like the worst night possible because it was parent-teacher night yesterday. So my wife was out of the house at parent-teacher night. I had all the kids to take care of and whatnot. It is not very conductive to listen to anything on YouTube that needs even a little bit of attention. And I finalized like my video. The only thing I did last night was finalize the video and put it up for the my physical Switch collection, which honestly was just like a well, I did it because I know some people asked for it. Like some people did say like they wanted to see where the collection was at, but I did it more for like to test out the new thumbnails. And honestly, I'm really happy with the ones I've been using for the last 2 videos. Like the one on the one for the collection, it was still a little rough. But I know what you think. The one that I did today for Blossom Tales and the one that I did for Sonic, actually, I'm really liking those thumbnails. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back eShop deals for the real deal videos, and I'll use eShop sale for the highlight videos. You know, I did put the highlight at the bottom so that people know it's not the you know, the big weekend and the big $5 videos, but I want it to be sort of easier to spot for everyone. I'm also going to do a separate like playlist for all the highlights, because what I realized today is that those things will be reoccurring, you know what I mean? Like the next time Blossom Tales goes on sale, I'll be able to say like, check out the highlight video from last time. And anyone who's on the fence about Blossom Tales can check it out and see if they want to get it. So give me a second here. I will show you the cat because I don't remember who asked to see the cat. I will show you the cat and then I will take 30 seconds to put her upstairs so that I can better set myself up and really put a little more energy into this and not watching if she's walking on my keyboard and shutting the stream down. Okay? But here is the cat for anyone that wanted to see her. Her name is Topaz, and we've had her for like, what, Topaz? We've had her for almost, I would say, 8 years now. So she's my little kitty cat. So I will go put her upstairs, and I will be right back in about 30 seconds. Okay, now we can set up much more comfortable. Where did I throw my earphone? Okay, sorry about that, guys. I really, when she's here, I have to keep like one eye on her the whole time, because if she steps on my keyboard, she can actually shut the stream down. And she hasn't done it for streaming yet, but she's done it for videos. Like I've been recording videos and she would jump in and hit the keyboard and mess up my recording. But yeah. So yeah, you were hoping for Sly Cooper. Honestly, yeah, Sly Cooper would be a nice one for them to bring back. The only thing I'll be honest with you, Juan, I don't think it actually sold all that well, even back in the day. Like I know it sold okay, but it was definitely not like one of their top franchises. which right now for Sony, I think they're banking to win the console war. They want to really bank on their big names and their big franchises that they know they're going to get huge eyeballs on. Like, that's what they want right now. Thank you. Yeah, Topaz, thank you. Yeah, it is a nice name. It's because when we first got her, she was all black and her eyes like reflect yellow, like two big topazes. So that's how she got her name. No, we haven't seen any glitches yet. Our Pinyuk, and I talked about it a bit. Most likely, from what I heard from pretty reliable sources, most people, if you play the game in a regular way, meaning that you're not sort of doing weird actions, you most likely will never see a glitch. And I'm still hoping for a patch. Like, let's be honest. Let's all just hope that it gets patched out. But it's not as someone said before, it's not a cyberpunk situation. It's not a situation where the game is unplayable. Most people will never even see one. And if you see one, all you do is you reset the level and it leaves, from what I heard. And the worst that can happen is you have to go to the home menu and come back in the game. But yeah. Okay, so let's take a look now that I can sort of focus better on the gameplay. Now, for people that have played the game before, because like I said, I'm talking to all of you, I'm reading off the corner of my eye the tutorials. What is the trigger for the wisps? Like, what is the visual trigger for the wisps? What am I looking for on the screen to know that I can use the R button to sort of use the wisp powers? If there's anyone that can tell me, I would really like it, because I would have to go back probably to one of the first stages to figure out where the tutorial for that was. Which is the only thing so far, also, I have to say, for someone that wants to just... Like, they should fit all the tutorials into one stage at the beginning. They should fit us all into the tutorial in one stage at the beginning so that you can sort of get a whole idea. From what I've seen so far is they've split little bits of the tutorial all throughout the game, which is okay, but especially since Sonic has multiple paths you can take, doesn't feel like the best option. Wisps. Just listening to the a little bit for a few seconds because I want to see if they're gonna. How's the audio for you guys? Is it too high or too low for the game, or just okay? Are we skipping cutscenes? Question: are we skipping cutscenes, or do you guys want the cutscene experience? Audio's fine for you? Okay, good. Okie doke. So I think we just finished our first zone. We have Sweet Mountain, or we can go to Starlight Carnival. I think I'm feeling... Let's go Sweet Mountain. Let's go Sweet Mountain. Let's see. And I am thinking that someone trying to speedrun this or trying to play through the whole game smoothly, like, since the stages are short, I think it's going to sort of annoy them that the load times are sometimes as long as they are. Okay, we can drift. See what I mean is they split out the tutorials, but I feel like this is something I should have known since the beginning, and that was weird. The controls like just flipped. So am I waiting only for the visual triggers for the wisps? Oh, I can do it basically if I want anywhere, as long as it works. Pretty sweet. See, like, again, the controls just flipped on me. It's weird. You're holding forward. Oh, it's purposeful. What are we supposed to run back? Okay, I get it. You have to not hit those. They're Eggman ones. See, these are the red rings. You know, I said there were red rings. They're sort of hidden like that. That was bad. Yeah, those Eggman blocks there are really messing me up. They're sort of playing with you, man, because if you hit the B trigger that you see on the screen, it messes you up. It doesn't help you. So this time we just got to stay low. And there we go. Okay, now it's starting to sink in a little better. So the wisps are generally next to the area where they can be used, and for the most part, they are color-coded to match the area, so they can be used as well, and all I know. Okay, so you can activate them whenever you want, and utilize them everywhere. Wait, they do. Wait. Sorry about that, my wife had a quick question. But yes, so okay, so you can activate them whenever and wherever you want as well, but you can always utilize them everywhere. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you very much, Tron. It's gonna be a help. Yeah, they really are. Honestly, they like The only thing I'm getting the feeling is that I'm always getting the feeling that you're missing so much because they go by so quick. But at the same time, this game does have a much better feeling of speed and smoothness. Like, even with the 2D sections that are so-so, if you played Sonic Forces, this is way smoother though. Like, and it gives you that way better feeling of speed, and you're playing as Sonic for most of it. So, I mean, there is... Sonic Forces wasn't awful, by the way. Like, well, I know a lot of people will say it's awful. Like, I didn't hate it. I just really didn't care about it. This one seems like a game that once I get the mechanics down, and once you get into it, you are most likely going to unlock some crazy stuff you can do in the levels. What are they trying to... are they trying to tell me, like, I don't get... I guess it has... They're just showing me a direction, but it's not the direction that you have to necessarily go in. See, that too, it's like... they just look like button mini games, though. This... However, it really does feel like an old school Sonic game where basically if you want to be smooth, you sort of have to learn the levels because they go by so fast. And eventually when you learn them, then you are going to have even more fun because you'll be able to do some crazy stuff. But the level designs are pretty sweet, though. I gotta say that even with the 2D sections that slow things down, now that I'm getting a little bit better sort of at dosing the levels, it is feeling a ton better. Got a red ring. Like, I'm not gonna ignore them when I do see them. And I can pick them up pretty easily, but for the moment I'm not going to go for finding all of them. Pretty sweet. That was a nice level. Actually, I think so far that's one of my favorite levels that we've done so far. Yep. So I'm pretty happy with the game so far. Like, everything aside, maybe I sound like I'm complaining a lot, but it's already starting to grow on me a bit. I think a lot of my complaining was getting settled and having to watch my cat out of the side of my eye and not being able to actually enjoy it. I don't know if anyone saw the crazy deal that we just got. I missed those wisps. So dumb. Oh my god. I don't know if anyone saw the crazy deal on Scott Pilgrim that just came out. If anyone was waiting to grab Scott Pilgrim, it is now $7.50, which is insane considering that with shipping, I paid almost $90 for my complete edition now. Which I don't regret, by the way. I'm just saying it is crazy to think that you can pick it up easily now for $7.50. And if anyone is unsure, we streamed that last week. You can check out that. Yeah, that one seems a little crazy busted. Oof, my dog is not happy now. So on top of 4 kids, we got a zoo too. And these are some intense, like they're not hard, but they're just intense, man. There's non-stop stuff happening. Come on. See what I mean? Again, the controls are so floaty sometimes, and it's like it's not always consistent. Like that time it was okay. I don't get it because I'm holding R and A, but whatever. There we go. Hey Andrew, how you doing? You love to stream for Scott? Yeah. Well, beat 'em ups are like easy to stream. Like honestly, you know, as we go by, I'm sort of seeing which games are easier to stream, which ones aren't. Beat 'em ups are always easy to stream because they're repetitive gameplay, you know, and especially if we're playing a beat 'em up that I know that I've played before, it becomes easier because I can lay back, chill, and focus on just showing you guys the awesomeness of whichever game we're playing. Which doesn't mean I'm not enjoying, like, tonight playing Sonic. I'm just saying that it's a game I'm probably going to have to focus a little more on what's happening. Oh my god. So glad Friday is finally here. Yeah, so I already started working on the list for tomorrow's video, and yeah, Scott, oh, of course, not enough. So looks like we're in a 2D platforming section. Yeah, that sucked. Laser was good, but... oh, what the heck. I think it's B and Y. Yeah, that's it. Like, you could bypass it by wall jumping, but I'm like, why not? See, these sections are okay, but... oh my god. Oh, again. Okay, come on. Do that, come on. So again, when they get to the bottom, they start going up again. Just got to get this one low enough so we can jump on it, and then basically see, like, this doesn't feel so good, like waiting for the platform to make its way back down, but I guess it's my fault. I had to not fall. Oh, like that. Worse is I knew it as I jumped. Like, the controls aren't that bad, they just feel too floaty for what they're asking you to do. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. It's that they're not that bad if the platforming was less precise, and they're not even asking for that precise, but look, he runs and he just has too much momentum, so you can't move to the side. D-pad. I was wondering if you could play with the D-pad, but no, you can't. I was maybe in 2D sections they like activated the D-pad as an alternate control scheme, but no hope. Let's go. Now we're getting it this time. I'm not falling again, no matter what. We've already messed up way too much, and we've wasted so much time here. And waiting for this platform, we have time to talk at least. I'm going to switch the chat, actually. Give me 2 seconds. I want to switch the chat because I keep turning to the side. I put the chat on my other screen and thought it would be better, but it is way worse. I like it way better here. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. Yeah, it's looking to be a crazy week. I'm not sure how many good deals, but I saw at least like a lot of solid ones. Meaning that, you know, you don't need 75 good deals. You just need like 10 to 15 really solid ones so that everyone has a little something that they like. And I think it's pretty decent. So now we just got to make it through these whatever fire bars. Or not sure what this trap is called, but yeah. So you see, this level is less smooth. So far it's been all 2D, but it's less smooth. But it's okay. You know what? Overall, I think it's okay to alternate gameplay. Like, you don't need to have everything be blinding fast Sonic running through levels. It's okay to have some 2D like that. It just doesn't feel like classic Sonic 2D, but it still works. Thank you, Scotty. Yeah, well, I hope you guys are having fun tonight. I mean, and I'm not saying that because I want you to say if you're not. Like, if you're not, we can switch games. But I hope you're having fun tonight with Sonic as well. Although it's a game that I don't know by heart. You didn't know you could upgrade. Yeah, Tron, don't feel bad. You are not the first person I've taught. I've taught that lesson to, and I'm like talking to you, like, you know, in my like life outside of YouTube. Like, I have friends that are like, "Oh, this game is like, oh, so it's so hard." Like, I got sort of, I stopped playing it because it was just too hard. And basically, to let them know that basically the reason they were finding it that hard. What are these? Okay, we had to kill them to get that. Got it. Yeah, so I was saying, like, I had, you know, friends like in real life that basically just said, you know, I gave up on the game, it's too tough, and they just didn't know you had to buy the upgrades. Because the game itself does a really bad job of telling you that. Like, I know people that didn't even know you could go into stores. Like, they hadn't even figured out that you could go into stores. So that is a, you know, and I think the first time I went in a store, it was a pure coincidence. Like, it's not that I knew you could go in the store. I just think I went to the top of the screen and I just entered one by accident. And I was like, oh, you can go in. And then when I bought stuff, I realized that there were stat mods. Not sure what the yellow discs do, but we will figure out eventually. They might just be collectibles without like a specific... Yeah, we don't have a... Oh, nice. I'm not fast enough on these pickups for the quick actions like the Ys and whatnot. So we gotta get... I'm focusing 2 seconds because I don't want to fall like a dozen times like we did on the other stage. Because those platforming sections can be brutal. Okay, let's get zooming here. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Well, like I said, it depends which Sonic you're talking about, but you're right. Like, Sonic 1 had some real slowdown sections, but that's why actually people found that Sonic 2 was so much better because the stages flowed a lot better than Sonic 1. Sonic 3 as well and Sonic and Knuckles had the same thing. Like, the stages just flowed better. Like, you had small slowdown sections, but it wasn't as bad. Well, I'm not going to say bad because it's just different. Like, but it's not like what we saw here. Makes you feel better that you know, yeah. Performance overhyped or underhyped? Well, are you talking about like glitch performance or you're talking about the 30 FPS bear? Because the 30 FPS, like, if you didn't know that the game was 60 FPS on other consoles, I'm not sure most people would care. In the sense that it plays fine at 30 FPS, it just, you know it would play better at 60. And you know that other consoles have it, so it's sort of, you know, it's going to make you feel like you have the subpar version, whether you know, whether you enjoy it or not. It makes you feel like you bought a subpar version. Ugh. But overall, like, I haven't had trouble playing because it's 30 FPS. And the glitches so far, honestly, we haven't seen one. And from what I understood from Alex, we probably won't see one unless you purposely try to get one. Come on, guys. Give me it. Can we smash these? No. The platforming is a little off. There we go. But the blurriness, I think, is actually voluntary because because I'm boosting. I think when you boost, it voluntarily blurs the screen to make a even bigger speed feeling. Like, you know, programming trick 101. You want to make things feel faster, you blur the screen. It makes things look faster. I'm not saying we aren't going fast, but it is a trick to make things look faster. Let's see. So, sorry, got tired. Wanted to try the ghost out. There we go. So far, you know, like I said, Bear, I am perfectly content with the game. I think it is it's feeling like a good Sonic game, just maybe not like groundbreaking or anything. Like, I'm really hoping that if we do get Was it Sonic Adventures that they're supposed to be bringing back next year? I hope if we get like a Sonic Adventures, it takes what we have here and builds off of it, and maybe, you know, smooths out a couple of the rough areas. And overall, though, I'm having fun with the Sonic. I know about you, all of you out there, but I'm having fun with the Sonic so far. Like, I'm playing the game here, and I want to keep going. Oh yeah, I don't think I got an answer. Should we skip the cutscenes? Who thinks we should skip this cutscenes? Hold on. I want to try something. There you go. Tell me if you... hopefully the poll will work. I want to try it out for the first time. If the poll works, I want to know... should we skip the cutscenes or not? So I'll leave it up there for a few minutes, and in the meantime, I'll let them roll. Come on. That is it. We need to boost off of the cannons. Okay, stay cool, then attack. Notch. So I guess we've got a dodge. Oops. Gotta pick up a couple of rings. So that's pretty much it so far. We just got to dodge and then basically attack. Come on. Give me that third cannonball. Are you serious? There we go. Oof, we are working on 0 rings here. Now we have a ring at least. There we go. I get it. These guys are like sort of keeping you from auto-targeting. There we go. Probably have a third step, right? Normally these bosses all have third steps, right? So... oh, is he dead? Guess not. Guess 2 steps. Vigil, no, I haven't tried... well, if you're asking me, Andrew, I have not tried Vigil yet. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to help you with that one. Even though I've tried now over 600 games, Vigil is not one of them. I counted when I did my physical collection, by the way, guys, between eShop games... well, I stopped counting at one point, but I'm estimating that between eShop games and the physical games, I'm like somewhere close to 600 now. The graphics, the gameplay's pretty good, pretty okay. Wild One. Like I said, it's so far it's enjoyable. Are there things that could have been better? Obviously, but if you compare it to some of the other 3D Sonics that have come out, like I said, I'm thinking of Forces right off the top. It's definitely a lot better. The level designs are very interesting. Like, well, I don't know if anyone else felt this way, but when I was playing Forces, it felt like you were almost playing like the same level over and over and over again, just with like the obstacles in slightly different places. At least this one, each and every level that I've seen so far really feels like its own thing. Heroes? I'd have to check which one that is, but I'm not sure I played it. I actually picked up colors for the DS. I know most people. I think almost no one follows me on Twitter, but like, cause I tweet a lot of stuff I get, especially on the retro side. I tweet more of that stuff, and when I went somewhere, I picked up like a copy of Sonic Colors on the DS for like $5. It was only the cart, but I made my own box. Like I had a blank box and I made my own cover art. It looks cheap, but it's I just wanted to have some type of cover art. So we completed Sweet Mountain, so we're gonna... I guess we're gonna go to Carnival. Does it justify the price point? I guess that would be on how hyped you are to play a Sonic game. You know, that's always the question. Because basically every game eventually goes on sale. Let's, you know, if you want my philosophy on that stuff, every game eventually goes on sale. Before I was doing YouTube, would I have picked up this game brand new? Yes, I would have, because it's Sonic. But if you're already not a huge Sonic fan and you already have other stuff to play, I would say wait till it hits a sale, because it'll hit a sale. And I would also remind everyone out there that Black Friday is like 2 months away. Like, you know, so when a game comes out in February, you can sort of tell yourself, I'll get that to that, Scott, in a second. When you like when a game comes out in like January or February, you can always tell yourself that like Black Friday and major holiday sales are 8 months away. You know what I mean? But right now in September, if you want like real advice for anyone out there, especially people that have a backlog, if you're not getting a deal that seems incredibly good, wait till after Black Friday. If after Black Friday the games haven't gone on sale, then you might have to wait a while. The only games I would say that if you want, just pull the trigger on right away. Yeah, I know. I plan on starting to direct people more to my Twitter, because, like, I don't know if you saw over the last 4 days, I sent like 5 messages over like the YouTube, and I felt like I was harassing you guys. Like, but yesterday when I wanted to send the like, what game do you want to play? I was like, I've sent so many messages over the last 2 days. They must be annoyed of seeing of getting my messages like almost 1 or 2 a day. So that's why I think I want to start pushing to Twitter to like be able to, you know, bounce ideas off of you guys more there, and then basically the YouTube messages are going to be for big stuff that I want everyone to know. Like if I come across a physical deal, or if I come across, you know, general channel information. But yeah, like I said, you should. So I don't know if that properly answers your question. Like, I would say right now, oh yeah, the only properties is like Nintendo. If you're looking at picking up Metroid's not going on sale for like at least 6 months to a year. So if you want to play Metroid in the next 6 months to a year, you don't even need to probably wait till Black Friday. Look, I don't want to say I guarantee it won't be on sale, but I would be surprised it wouldn't be on sale. It would be on sale. I mean, because Nintendo will put their past properties on sale for Black Friday. Like Black Friday, if you want to pick up Mario Odyssey, and all that, a great 6-button controller for fighting games, for Streets of Rage 4. I can't remember. Well, for Street Fighter, yes, I do have one. It's actually, there's a review on my channel for it, but it's actually a controller that was made for the Super Nintendo Classic. But if you use an adapter for the Wii controller to the Switch, it works. It's called the Hori Commander. I have a video on it on my channel, the Hori Commander, and I show you what you need to get to plug it in. And if you use that controller, it's a great 6-button controller, one of the best I've had. The only thing is, like, you've got to do the bypass. You've got to pass through that other thing because they don't make good 6-button controllers right now for the Switch, in my opinion, and that was the best one I found. And first, to answer your question, Scott, is that I've updated the badge colors based on how many months you were subscribed. Because basically, as you're subscribed for longer, your colors are gonna change. The old MSGT symbol is the first month. Like if you look at Phil, he has the first month symbol. Then it becomes, I think after 2 months, the red symbol, which is Juan, or maybe that's after 3 months. It's going to go up to blue, and then basically when you're going to get the gold symbol, it's going to be at a year or more. But I think there's no difference between 6 months and a year. But it'll progress like that. It's just sort of something YouTube does where I can put different badges for how long people have been subscribed. It's not like I did it for fun because it's there, but that's the only reason. But yeah, so hope that answers your question, Wild One. But I unfortunately since then have not come across like a 6-button controller on the face that has it. If you want my honest opinion, though, if you want to learn it, you can get a fight stick. Like I have a fight stick for 2D fighters and for arcade games. Obviously on stream I don't use it because setting up my fight stick here for streaming just isn't feasible. But if you want the best 6-button stuff, well, it's actually 8 buttons, but you can get a fight stick. Okay, let's keep going because I think I've chatted long enough. Some people are probably wanting to continue on. So, unfortunately, the poll, I'll end that as well. And thank you guys for answering. It'll help. I think from now on, we're going to try to use that a little bit more. So, no, we are not going to skip the cutscenes, so I'm going to leave them in there. So far, this level is very straightforward. Oh, okay, now I've got to get this thing down because... Okay, I got it. I've got it, but I don't. Wow, this level is crazy. Like, it's fun, it's just... It actually makes me think a little bit of a Rainbow Road stage. Okay.
It'll allow you to change into cube form. Shockwaves from cube form will destroy chroma cubes and damage nearby enemies.
Okay.
Blue rings and blue cubes will swap when you change to cube form.
Okay, so you gotta... Yeah, I'm not too sure, but... Oh, I got it. Okay. That wasn't too obvious. It didn't look like it. You could actually get through there. And that was just bad. Okay, now there has to be a way to get that one down. Okay, you just have to wait. Can we hit that? Feels like we should be able to. There's a button here. There we go. Man, this level is trippy. And I've got to say though, the music in this level is not good. Like, I don't know what's wrong with the music in this level. Run into the side of Moto bugs to push them out of the way. Okay. Like, the level design is super trippy, but the music is not very good. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but seriously, not... Like, so far I was actually really enjoying the soundtrack music and whatnot. And this level, oof, a little rough. It almost sounds like it's stuck on a loop. Holy... Man, this... I'm sorry, this one's like over the top. It's... Let's just say it's living up to the name Sonic Colors. Thank you. Oh, yay. Now we got a platform with a timer. Oh. Let's go here. Oof. I think we had to slide there at the end. That was a bad one. Oh, I don't even have any boost this time. It's too bad because I think that first time if I would have, when I was boosting, if I would have slid at the end, I would have made it. Oh, I missed that one. Darn it.
That was a close one, Sonic.
Okay, let's not miss that trigger again. Okay, come on. I didn't miss any of the triggers.
Oh, Sonic.
Hold up. Ah. Here we go. Now we're out of lives. Oh, there we go. Welcome back, Cozy. Yeah, yeah, it would call for some Pink Floyd, some crazy trippy music to accompany it. I didn't check if there's a difficulty level wild one. That's a good question. Hold on. Let's see if we can... Whoops. Let's see if we can find that out. Let's see if we can find that out. I don't feel like there will be a difficulty level because doesn't feel like I don't feel like there should be, but we'll go check it out. Let's go see the options satellite. We've got our stats, customization, records, supersonic, how to unlock, collect stars. So now we're getting an answer what the red stars are the red stars are for. So collect red star rings to unlock levels in the game Land Sonic Simulator. Complete the final act of each simulation area to collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds and unlock Supersonic. That is definitely something I'm going to work on. I'm definitely going to work on that one. Because Supersonic was my favorite part of Sonic 2. There was a cheat I think you could do to basically play through the whole game as Supersonic. And, you know, as a kid trying to finish your games, we did that, you know, I would do that normally. So I will start another poll to know if we should stay on Sonic. I'll keep playing while we're waiting. I'll let it run for a couple more levels. But I'm going to run a poll if we should stay on Sonic or switch to Warioware. Because if I'm not mistaken, Warioware was the runner-up vote-wise. So I'll put it out there because if in the chat most of you were here for Warioware, we can switch it up. Sorry, I mistyped the question mark, but I think you guys will get it. So far, we have a yes. So someone out there really wants WarioWare because they answered pretty quick. Isn't this the same one we just did? I think I chose the wrong level, didn't I? No, it's a new one. That's odd, because I feel like it started the exact same way. So Scotty's a yes on WarioWare as well. Okay. And then you didn't have a chance to answer the poll. I'll add a +1 if ever it's like one off of the answer. I'll add a +1 to WarioWare. I'll do like this last level here and I'll check the poll after that. I really feel like the other stage started exactly like this, but could be wrong. Hey, come on. Okay, come on. The other stage started exactly like this. go. So now we've got a little bit of a puzzle dynamic. Oh, and it's true. I have some. Well, I got some really good news. Give me a sec. Let's just see where it's at. Okay, 7 votes, and like everyone's for Warioware, so we are going to switch to Warioware. So let's get out of this level. Hope you guys appreciated seeing Sonic, but I do agree that unless we do a completionist run, like where we're playing the whole thing, something happened. You had to actually work while being at work, and that's not something that usually happens. Tron, that's funny. What kind of work do you do? If you don't mind saying, you don't have to say the company or anything, or just maybe a general what type of work you do. Give me one tiny second because I do have to kill the stream, and not the stream, but I just have to kill the view of the Switch to switch games because there's an icon I can't show on there. Give me a second here. I just don't want to cut the wrong one. Give me full view here. Okay, there we go. So I'm still here. I'm just gonna switch up the game. And we're actually doing an unboxing at the same time because I didn't open it yet. So here we go. Didn't have a knife. Let's hope this is sharp enough to actually, yeah, bust the plastic. What time is it now? Only 7. We still got like at least a half hour of Warioware. That's pretty sweet. I'm saying at least because till I hear my wife sort of starting to complain, we are good. We are going to be able to keep going. Yeah, sorry, I should have done that more, epic. Yeah, there we go. I don't know about you. I don't know about any of you, but the smell of Switch games when you open them for the first time is, I find it smells good. Maybe it's because I opened too many of them and I'm addicted now. Okay, let's give me a sec here. Let's take Sonic Colors out. Put that on to the side. Hey Kyle, welcome. New subscriber. Glad to. Well, welcome to Maple Syrup Gaming. Don't worry, it's normal that you're seeing a black screen. I'm just switching games, and unfortunately, there is something I can't show on the screen, so it will only be another 30 seconds, and we will be able to get going. Come on, come on. Sorry, I was just checking to make sure there's no updates or anything. Okay, we are good to go. I'm going to turn this back on. There we go. It's the smell of nostalgia. Yeah. It's like a new car smell. I agree. I agree. It has its own smell to it. You're a parts driver and you usually around this hour is extremely slow. Okay. I sit around for hours doing nothing, but for some reason I had to go do a route 25 minutes ago. Sort of sucks that on a Friday night you can't chill back, but I mean, at least you're getting paid to do nothing, so that's another bonus. Hold on, I'm just gonna pay attention a bit to this because it's new to me too. Obviously, Wario is coming up with a bogus contraption that doesn't work. Guess they're getting sucked into his machine. Yeah, I'm actually getting Bloodstained 2 from Limited Run Games. It's in the mail currently. I was really hoping it would get here today-ish so that I could play it over with the weekend again, but it didn't make it here by today, so I still have to wait. Probably going to come in next week finally. So we're going to end the poll here. You do nothing can last about 4 hours. Wow. Yeah, unfortunately, in my job, there's no way that happens. There's no way that happens. Like there are days where it's slower and like I have time to sit back and while I'm doing paperwork, like do other stuff. But like this week it was crazy. This week it was crazy. Like, and I work in a legal department, but I'm not a lawyer. But I work with lawyers, and one morning I had 2 days where I spent like 3 hours with the company lawyers for like stuff, and honestly, it was like the 6 longest hours of my life. There was only like the last hour where I stayed back with like one of them that I get along personally with, and we talked about other stuff. But it was long as heck. So yeah, I get that. Yeah, well, there's parts of the job I love and there's parts of the job I hate. I agree with you, Simos, but I don't want to put them all in one basket because, like I said, there are some really chill ones, but there are some really like there's one that he basically, if he's talking and you sort of ask a question, he'll cut you off and pretend like you cut him off, but he had finished talking. And like, I think he's just so used to being in court all the time because he's like the trial type guy where, he's so used to being like direct and in court that he forgets sometimes that like you can be chill too. You can be chill too sometimes. But yeah. Anyway. Let's stop talking about that stuff. Let's start looking at some Warioware stuff. Okay, get it together. Now, obviously, news to nobody. I have played none of this, so if I suck, as I did suck at Sonic, especially in the beginning, please be indulgent. Oh, that sucks, Phil. That sucks. I mean, I hope at least you can enjoy other stuff even though you can't work. I hope you can nonetheless, like, your disability isn't so bad that you can't, enjoy other stuff. I'm too nice, yeah. Some people don't think I'm too nice because parts of my job can be rough. But I generally try to be fair, I would say. But honestly, that's why I love doing YouTube on the side, and I try to stay very positive in YouTube because it evens out the negativity of the other side. So we're gonna do one player, and yeah. Sound, is the sound off, or you're asking? Sorry, or I'm not following the conversation, Wild One. Are you guys getting the sound, or it's not high enough? I can try putting it up a bit. I'll put it up a bit. I'm from Canada, so I'm too nice, yeah. Stay in bed all day watching YouTube. Part of that sounds really good, though, Phil. Part of that sounds really good. There's no game sound? Is it better now? Because I upped it a bit. Hold on. I'm going to pump it a lot, okay, guys? So I just want to know if it's coming through at all. So let me just pump it and let me know. Like, can you hear that now? I'm going to turn it back down, though, a bit. I just want to know, are you guys hearing the sound? Okay. No problem. I'll put it back down to, like... Normally... Okay, good. So, I put it back down to, generally a pretty decent level. So you should... Obviously, we're like on a waiting stage, though, so I'm assuming the sounds will go up when we get in. Yeah, now hold on. Okay. We'll get started and let me know if it's too loud, too low. Just let me know and I'll adjust it. Oh man, Tron, thank you very much with the $5. That is very, very appreciated. Thank you. I will have a beer for you. I'll have a nice big sip. Oh, you know the other time I told you guys I was drinking Megadeth? That's what I'm drinking today. Let me show you the can. Hopefully the camera's focusing. Give me a minute. Yeah. Thank you very much, Tron. It is very appreciated. No wonder I'm feeling like flying. So I'm going to just focus a little bit on the game so I can get into the pattern of the game. So but I'll flop back and forth to chat. But I just want to get into it since I really have no idea what we're supposed to be doing so far. Okay, it's because I'm inside the game. Who cares? It's going to come in handy. Let's go. This video game maker loves treasure, money, and garlic. And money, what could possibly go wrong? Of course. Wario can attack in whichever direction he's facing. Okay. With the A button. Okay. So we're breaking. Shove. Pretty simple. But this is a compilation of micro games, so yeah. This is it. It's the level I made. Okay. Oh my god, it looks like Game Maker Garage. I don't know if you guys saw Game Maker Garage. The levels look like Game Maker Garage. Molson Canadian. I love Molson Canadian, actually. It's a really laid-back beer. It's my, like, go-to beer when I just want a laid-back beer. That thing, I messed up everything it touched. This is bad. It's going to ruin my level. Wait. You're burning alive in Cali? Honestly, though, I dream of visiting California one day. Chicago is first, though. Chicago is the first city I really want to visit in the U.S. is Chicago. Like, I've been to the U.S., but I haven't been to I haven't been to a lot of the West Coast and Central states. But Chicago is a definite city, and I do want to make my way to Cali. Yeah, the fires are pretty harsh, I know. Okay, we've got... Okay, so we've got to basically move this side to side, put him asleep. There we go. Dislodge. There we go. Wow, this is frantic. Are we still alive? And we gotta do it quicker. There you are. This devoted student of the martial arts digitally trains under Master Mantis. He likes meat dumplings a lot. Jumping is Cricket's specialty. Hold down A to perform a high jump. Okay. Got it. Okay. Got a stomp. Okay, a little tougher than Wario, but not too bad. So hopefully, let's see if we can keep this going. Okay, who's this guy? 18 volt. This overgrown school kid has made rapping and retro gaming skills he loves to play with his pint-sized pal 9 volt. Okay. 18 volt throws his discs in whichever direction you tilt. Okay. Okay, they're sort of showing you how to do all the objectives. Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay, you've got to use the sort of hooks with him. Okay. So basically, I'm assuming what's going to happen is they're going to keep throwing more and more characters with different moves at us, and we're going to have to use the right ones. Holy crap. Man, this is a crazy pace. And I'm sure we're not even close to, like, max pace here. Boss stage already? Darn. Okay, so we just got to match the side that the shield is on. There we go. Oh, that was bad. Okay. Do we get to try again? Yeah. I guess those are our lives at the bottom. I guess the batteries are our lives. So yeah, I did crappy there. Oh, dang. Okay. Hold on here. So they're gonna come from the... They come from the same side every time? There we go. Now this guy's gonna come up and we've got to wait till, I guess, he drops his spikes. There we go. There we go. Think we got it. Not too bad, not too bad. There we go. So far, not too bad. I'm liking this. These micro games are fun. Hold on, I just want to follow this stuff here. Okay, so the fires are nuts, bro. Yep. In the US. Phil, your wife is from Canada, but you're from Alabama. And are you guys living down there? No, well, I assume, yeah, I assume you must be living down in Alabama or somewhere in the US. Damn, congrats. I do agree, Simos. The 3DS does have a great library, and I think right now is the best time to start picking them up because they haven't gone crazy priced yet, except for like the Dragon Quests that are just unbuyable. But I do think it's a good time to get into it. Honestly, the last WarioWare I played was on a, well, I think it was only on portable consoles before. No, there was one on Wii, I think, but I didn't play the Wii one. I didn't play a lot of stuff on Wii because at the time of the Wii, like there weren't that many properties that were interesting me, so I was playing mostly PS3, but or PS2. I can't remember which one it was lining up with, but I played the one on like one of the Game Boys. The one where you there was actually the motion sensor that you had to put in the Game Boy. You're in Bama? Okay. You're in Alabama? Cool. The Wii was awful. I wouldn't say it was awful, but it was like the third-party support were always garbage games. Like you got some really good first-party games, and then you got a lot of third-party support that were all really cheap games aimed at party games and kids. I love party games, but when that's all you're getting, that's where it gets a little, over it. I use my Wii as a emulator now. Like I have like 4 Wiis because I picked them up at one point. Someplace here was selling like used Wiis for like $5 because they had too many of them like a few years back. And I picked up like 4 of them. And I converted like 2 of them into emulators. And I think I still have 2 that are original. The ones that can play the GameCube games, I left untouched, like unemulated. Samus Returns is worth 150 US. That is crazy. Actually, it's funny because before the stream today, I really enjoyed doing the Blossom Tales video so much that I wanted to go and pick up a physical copy of Blossom Tales, but that's a LRG release, limited run games. It's $100, like an average copy, like 100 Canadian, like maybe around 75 American. It's insane. I want a physical version of that game a lot, but $100 for that game feels bad. Although I did pay $200 for the Castlevania collection, the Ultimate Edition, but at least it's an Ultimate Edition, you know what I mean? This one is just like the box, a manual in the game. 3DS games. Well, A Link Between Worlds, A Link Between Worlds, the remake of A Link to the Past with way more content in it. Definitely, if you haven't played it. The 2 remakes of the 3D Zeldas are amazing on 3DS. I really like them. That's okay, Scott. I played a bunch of Wii Sports with my kids, like crazy amounts. The Star Fox on the 3DS is actually pretty much one of the most decent Star Foxes in recent memory. The Pokemon games, like any of the Pokemon games on 3DS, I found really good. I still have Sun and Moon. I had Ultra Sun, but I think I gave it to a family friend's son. Yeah, all their Dragon Quest games, but all the Dragon Quest games are over $100. It's just insane. But yeah, honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I've been really enjoying doing those highlight videos. Like, I only did 2 of them so far, but I like doing all my videos, but those are the 2 videos that I had the most fun doing in like the last month has been the highlight videos. I really, really, really enjoyed those. And honestly, even if they don't get like 1,000,000 views, if they just get around like 500 to 1,000 views, to me, that is super successful. And I'm going to do a separate playlist for them so that every time we do an eShop deals and I know that I've done a highlight on it, I'll be able to tell people, like, if you want to see more, go check out the highlight, because I didn't first think of it that way. Like, I thought of it only of actively of the games, but I realized that over time, man, it's going to build up and it's going to be awesome on the channel. I'm going to be able to recommend games and almost have gameplay of, like, real gameplay of all of them. Because right now, you know, obviously I use trailers because with 30 seconds, that's the only thing that fits into that kind of slot. But yeah. So I'm gonna let you guys handle the 3DS stuff. Let's keep going on Wario here because we're sort of stalling. Sorry about that. I sometimes I go off on a rant, so just tell me when I'm ranting. Okay, whoa, the corruption is disappearing. I bet that was a game bug. They make games act all glitchy. So if we get rid of the bugs, everything will go back to normal. Nice. Cricket and 18 Volt joined the crew. So I guess we have to unlock the characters as we go, which is pretty sweet. So we're earning coins. You unlock Playopedia in the main menu. Okay. You unlock missions in the main menu. You unlock crew. Okay. Let's keep going here. Yeah, but I'm here for you guys. I mean, it is my stream, and obviously you are right that I technically can do what I want, but I'm here for you guys. Like, this is the time that we have to, as a, like, all together, to be able to talk about the stuff we love. Honestly, I'm liking streaming a lot, and hope to do more in the future. Never gonna stop the videos because I love those as well, but streaming is different. I like being able to, you know, get some back and forth sometimes. Work, school, and pets keep this high school student busy. She's also a big fan of Wario. Why? Who can't say? So now we've got Mona as well. Mona's always on the move, so it's like an auto runner. So you have to steer her in the right direction. Her boomerang can be aimed in the same way. Okay. Okay. Can I keep it just going? Yeah, I can. I can just keep it going indefinitely. Not too bad. This is no time to rest. I like that they do that. They introduce a new character. You get a little level where you know, like, there's no timer or anything, so it's just chill. You can take the time to try it out. Are you home tonight, Scott? So you can focus on the stream, not working. Your level looks awful. Bugs inside the game did this. Unacceptable. Let's go. Okay, so we get to choose the 3 crew members we want to take. Nice. Honestly, I didn't like Cricket's mechanics as much, so we're gonna go with these 3. Yeah, 3DSs, the machines are going up. Yeah, you are right. The machines are, well, going up. I mean, a used one shouldn't be $150, like, for a console that was, I think, 200 when it ended its life cycle, but Nintendo products are always going to keep their, like, a Game Boy Color costs almost now more today than it did when it was new. Yeah, if you don't want the you're right, Scott. If you don't want the 3D effect, by the way, you're better off with a 2DS XL. The only thing on a 2DS XL, I'm going to tell you, top screen is fragile. Be careful. They made it really thin. So if you're going to give it to kids or anything, be careful. I've had to switch out like 3 screens on 2DS XLs for friends. So it is very fragile. You can switch the screens out though. You can get them pretty cheap and switch them out yourself. If you have like, moderate skills at electronic stuff, but just letting you know, that's the only thing. It's a tiny bit fragile. Oh my god. No, I messed up. No. Man, it was so easy on top of it. Okay, no, I had to get it in. Wow. I thought I had to keep it away. No! Wow, I'm doing super bad. Okay, hold on. I'm going to focus on this now. Wow. I totally got destroyed. Oh my god, you have to... Okay, hold on. Can we pull this one back? Okay, we good there. I was the boomerang was stuck. Wow. Okay, hold on. Start this over. Now I'm gonna focus. Come on. Oh my god, I needed to fly at it. Wow. Got that one. Got it. Got that one. No! My god. That one was gonna mess me up again. Not sure what you're supposed to do there. Come on. Okay, that's good. Okay, pretty easy. Damn it. Okay, this one. Wow. Okay. All you need to do is hit the nostril. Got it. There we go. Come on, we can do it. Got it. Boss stage. We're here. I think we have no lives though.
Complete package.
Okay. Okay. 2 of these. Okay. It's that last one. Oh. 1 of these, 1 of these, another 1 of these, and 1 of these. Nice. We got it. Yeah, the baby was definitely unhappy. And his design wasn't too flattering there. So honestly, a pretty fun game. Obviously, it's going to take a few times of trial and error sometimes, and there's still a few of those I still have no idea what we were supposed to do. Of course, Scott, I understand that. Don't worry. I had to convince Mrs. Maple to let me stream on Fridays. I convinced her that it made more sense than Thursdays. Because Thursdays, obviously, the kids are at, with school and everything starting. It's rough. She needed more stuff to do. Don't worry, I understand perfectly. And that's why, honestly, the only thing that sort of... The only downside of, honestly, doing a gaming channel is I play more games, but sometimes less of the games that I want to play the most. That's the only sort of downside of everything. Yeah, the 2-player co-op I'm really interested in. I'm gonna have to get someone, who is I'm gonna say capable of keeping up, because I don't think my kids will be able to, from seeing the game so far, and I don't think Mrs. Maple will either. So I think I'm going to have to find like a buddy or something to come over and try it out co-oply. Oh, a pizza and a 2-liter and ate a magic brownie. You're feeling great. The magic brownie is probably the most important part of that. But that sounds good, Scott. But I had some Mickey D's tonight. The only thing about streaming it, like on Fridays, if you saw, I'm starting to stream like always just on time or right after, is the kids every Friday night are allowed to get some Mickey D's. So I have to go over and get the Mickey D's when I finish work. And I've only got like about an hour between when I finish and when stream starts. And so far it's been killing me. I think I'm gonna, like, I'm stingy. I don't want to pay the Uber Eats fee for having the Mickey D's delivered, but I think in future weeks I'm going to be paying the little extra. Yeah, the game looks very streamer friendly. You are right, and I can see that it's a fun game, and it's a fun game to even fail at. Like if someone gets mad because you're not good at Warioware, they're. I mean, it's a game you're going to be awful at pretty much every time you try the first few levels. How could you say that? Let's keep going here. I'll try and complete at least one more. Like, we're 7:30-ish. I'm not hearing anything, so we're probably good to keep going for another at least 15-20 minutes. And basically, I think after that, I won't push it any further to call it, and call it a night. But yeah. So Dribble and Spitz. This taxi driving duo is happy to take you from your front door to the far reaches of space. The fare is always fair. Nice play on words. Okay, so Dribble always fires his bazooka to the right, and Spitz always fires his bazooka to the left. How do you switch to Spitz? I guess you don't. I guess they're gonna have us control the other one after. Okay. What I'm enjoying though so far is that they're only introducing one extra character per level. Because if they were introducing too many, like obviously this is a duo, but there has to be a way that we swap between the two. And I'm worried that I didn't catch that because they got us to try the level, but I didn't switch to spits. But we'll see that. Okay, we'll... Yeah, Mona was disappointing. 18 volt and Wario. I think I'm going to keep Wario in there because his mechanics are the most straightforward, so it's easiest to probably use him, you know, like to figure out what you have to do as him. Or maybe some of the games you'll be controlling one of the duo, and then other levels you'll be controlling the other one. Because basically maybe some levels will be like you have to sort of fire to the right, and then sometimes you have to sort of flip the way you think and fire to the left. I'm assuming maybe that's going to be the way it works as well. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Not too bad so far, this one. Got it. Even though I think we... Yeah, we got it. There we go. Dodge. We just have to stay till the end. Got it. Okay. Go. Ouch. That was bad. I think I could have gone out of anyone. I thought we'd have to figure out which one we want. Oh, come on. I got that. There we go. Oh, boss stage already. Go. Not too bad. Was that it? I think we did it. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm liking this game. I'm liking this game. It is a little expensive, though. I still think Nintendo should have been offering this game, like, $10 cheaper. Actually, the GameCube is one of the only... I sold my GameCube collection to fund the channel in the beginning. But so I did have a GameCube collection. I don't anymore. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, what? Can't believe you did that. But yeah, when I started the channel, like 2 years ago-ish, I actually sold like 60% of my retro collection or more to actually fund the channel for like the first couple of years, because obviously, you know, no money problems at all, but no money either that I wanted to take away from the family to start a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Especially it was a hobby. Like I never saw this becoming anything other than a hobby. I mean, I'm starting to see this becoming maybe more than a hobby now, but like when I started and I had like 5 subscribers, I was like, this is just going to be a hobby. I'm going to do this for fun. So, yeah, I sold my retro collection. I used to have like over 150 Genesis games, like 50 to 75 Super Nintendo games, and I had a massive GameCube library. I unfortunately sold them all to sort of fund the channel for the first 2 years because, you know, I no, and I'm not saying this to help me out. I'm not like at all. I'm just letting you know, because so when you guys, because I'm getting ready to do a studio tour when we're gonna be 10K, and you're gonna see that my retro collection is decent, but it's not like a massive collection because I got rid of most of it. But I've been buying it back, like as the channel now is doing well. I've been buying back like pieces of it over and over again, especially the games that I really love. And I've actually been doing it in a more smarter way. I'm gonna say a better way, because I've been getting Japanese versions of a lot of the games, especially like retro games that don't have a lot of text. Like, and basically, because if you don't know, you can grab like some crazy expensive games from Japan for like ridiculous prices. Oh, you don't need to, Scott. That really wasn't the reason. Thank you very much. I'm just saying that I don't want anyone, like, that is not the point of the story. But thank you once again. It is super appreciated, Scott. That is massive. Wow, that is I think the biggest like anyone's ever given me on the channel so far. Thank you so much. But seriously, guys, that's not why I'm saying this. Zero at all. Okay, because I don't want to sound like I'm just saying this because I'm letting you know that that's what I actually did, because I wanted to really, like, when I put games on eShop deals, I really have the games and I bought the games. So, you know, it cost me like a buttload at first. The good news though, for the last like 6 months, I get more than 50% of the games for free. Like, there's a lot of developers out there, until they give me the okay to give, like, well, I don't think they'd mind that I'd say their names that are giving me games, but I have a few like, I don't want you guys to think either that I'm being sort of advantaged by them, because there's developers that have given me like 12 games and 2 of them have made it onto eShop deals, because the other 10 I wouldn't include on a list of games that I would recommend to all of you. But yeah, so, but like lately, especially like all the, like pretty much any, I would say that almost any indie game under $10 now I can get for like free. But that's like only within the last like 3 to 6 months that it's like that. Before that, each and every game I had to buy. But I really didn't mind doing it because, number one, I get to play them. Number two, I love doing the eShop deals. And number three, I get to have the games. It's dumb, but I get to have the, like, you know, it's for fun for me, like, on both ends. So but yeah, I did fun with my retro collection, but you're gonna see I'm rebuilding it. So, and I'm doing it in a better way, where now I know some people are gonna hate that, but I don't care about the condition of the game, even if the cartridge is damaged. Me, it's the game that's important. So I as soon as I find a game that is cheap, like, I've gone to pawn shops and bought games that they said aren't working for cheap, and repaired them. I got Pokemon Snap, the original one for the 64, for free, because I went into a pawn shop and basically like started picking out games that they said were broken or damaged or didn't work well. And the guy's like, "Oh, and I have Pokemon Snap that I'm sure is broken." And because I was buying like 5 or 6 games, he's like, "I'll throw it in, like, if you know, like," I was trying to negotiate on the price, and he's like, "I'll throw it in instead." And I'm like, "Okay, sure." Throw in Pokemon Snap, and I repaired it. Like, I fixed it. You because I have some moderate soldering skills and some some moderate stuff. So it's doable for me to do that stuff. But yeah, and I've actually reshelled, like I have a, hold on, I'll show you guys. I have a Battletoads that I reshelled with an original sort of art to it and everything, and I'm actually really happy about it. Give me a sec. Like, no offense, I find that the art that I'm using for Battletoads is actually way better than the original. I'm gonna hope that the camera is going to. Oh no, it's green. It's green. Hold on, I have to turn off my green screen for a second. That's why I never wear my Yoshi hat, by the way. Like, one of my favorite caps, like Sonic is my favorite cap, but I have my second favorite cap is actually Yoshi. The third one is the Zelda cap. But I can never wear the Yoshi cap because if the green screen's on, I can't wear like Yoshi. Yoshi just looks like my head has a hole in it. So this should be better now. So this is my custom-made Battletoads copy with original artwork that I picked up online. I even managed, like, it didn't have the writing here at the top like Nintendo games. Whoa, wrong way. Like Nintendo games normally have, but I did it myself. Yeah, invisible carts, very rare, extremely rare. I invented the invisible Nintendo cart, but this is a real board. Like, this is a real Battletoads because the board inside is an original board that was scrapped and not working. Basically, if I would show you the original cart, if I showed you the original cart, you guys would be like, wow, it was disgusting. Like, you could hardly see it was a Battletoads. And I was like, rather than just slap on, because since the art was scrapped on the original one, I'm like, I'm gonna put an art that I like better, because the only thing I found on the original Battletoads, the art was iffy. Wasn't the best. Come on. Let me just put the visibility stuff back. There we go. So yeah. Battletoads, well, if you are not into extremely difficult like, it's an action game that has beat 'em up sections, auto runner sections, not cart sections, but I forget what they call it, but the freaking floating motorcycles, the whatever tube something that you will hate for sure the first time you play that game, because your runs will probably end 99% of the time on those stages at first. Yeah, I grew up with Sega Genesis as well, which is why honestly, that's the only collection that I really miss, was my Sega Genesis collection, which is why I'm such a proponent of like the Sega Classics collection and everything. Like, I never shut up about it, because it has so many of the games I used to have physically. I actually rebought all the Sonics, by the way. So I have like Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge where you can put it on. Yeah, Ninja Turtles is another one. I have a Japanese Turtles. I bought a Japanese Turtles in time because I sold my original Turtles in time. I bought a Japanese Turtles in time. I have arcade game. I have the arcade game. I have the original one, like the first one that wasn't a beat 'em up. I'm missing Manhattan, and I'm missing the Sega Genesis version of Turtles in Time that is the Hyperstone heist. But I'm actively looking for those with a good deal. Yeah, the one where you can stack, and the one where you can actually stack Sonic 2 on it and play Knuckles in Sonic 2. some people don't know, the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge, if you put Sonic and Sonic 2 in it, it gives you Knuckles in Sonic 2. Let's try one new, like, what time is it now? I just don't want to, I don't want to get upstairs and wind up sleeping on the couch. Oh, it's almost 8. Guys, I don't think we can do another one. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have talked less and just done another level with all of you. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. We're going to have to end the stream in like a couple of minutes. I'm not gonna have time to do another one. And I wouldn't want to end like on a failure. Like I wouldn't want to fail one and then end like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, my skills at Sonic were subpar because I was really hoping before the stream to have to be able to honestly do a whole playthrough. But like I said, I got sidetracked by that other game that came in that I, like, you know, I want to get out day one review because it is so far interesting. Let's just say it that way. I think that's not problematic if I say interesting. Yeah, I definitely need to get good. And I definitely need to read the tutorials. Like, I need to replay the first few stages, and I need to read the tutorials. Because that's the problem is I think I was going in blind, and I wasn't reading the tutorials because we were starting out the stream, and I was watching my cat and everything. But yeah. But honestly, I'm going to do a full video. I'm going to do a full playthrough of Sonic when I have like laid back time to really appreciate it, and I will be doing a video on Sonic. It's probably going to get 0 views because it's going to come out like 2 weeks out. Well, no, maybe a week to a week and a half after Sonic came out, but I'm going to do it anyway because the Blue Blur definitely deserves it. I'm going to review every Sonic game that comes out, even if I don't get pre-releases. And by the way, we were this close to getting Sonic Colors on pre-release. You need 10K because I did write Sonic. I did write to Sega, and Sega did answer me, and they said you don't have 10K yet. So I'm like, okay, next time. Which is probably means that for Banana, Monkey Ball, I'm probably gonna get the same answer. We'll get there. We'll get there, and it'll be just fun because basically the higher you get, the more of this stuff I'll just be able to have, and we'll be able to have fun with. So anyway, I hope you guys all had fun in the stream. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of 2 games on top of it. We ended up doing WarioWare. The vote was super close. Ultra Age is very interesting as well. I did play a bit of it. So if you're looking for a difficult yet pretty decent action game, that's one I would check out for. But once again, if you want I'll put my 2 cents in there, even though it's early on Ultra Age. It's good, but unless you're hurting for an action game right now, wait for a sale. It's worth, look, I'm gonna say I think it's worth the $30 for someone who's really hurting, but I'm thinking that it is most of you are going to want to wait for a sale. Like it's not a must-have right now game. But peace, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video or the next stream. See you next time.